but again, there's a fine line between, and I was like, no, I don't want to. I had to check myself because I felt myself falling a little bit. And I said, okay, just bring it back. Be grateful, but bring it back. Because if it changed next week.
Right. And you're still the same person, but that's good for you for like having that ability to realize that.
Yes. I do a lot of work, David. I do. I do. I'm always about, growing and evolving and becoming more aware and more conscious and, just being the best version of myself that I can be and giving myself grace in the process.
Did you have any reservations in joining the show? Like, once
Hell yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It was, Garcelle reached out to me and said, hey, I'm going to give the casting director your information. And I was like, for what? I'm not doing reality, but I just responded, thanks, girl. So I said, okay, when she calls me, I'm just going to, respectfully decline. I don't want to do reality. I've done it, been there, just don't want to do it. And I was like, well, wait, like it was almost like my inner self, the spirit said, you don't even have anything to turn down. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. That's wisdom. That's wise. Like, why would I say no right now? And because maybe the end product, just have the conversation. So I had the conversation and then they a green light to go further and to meet with the executives. And I said, it might not be reality. It just might be, who I meet along the way or an experience, or maybe somebody I'm supposed to impart kind words or something into, who knows? But it was like, at least be in a position to turn it down. So anyway, so go through all the, the process, and now it's a waiting game. And I remember praying, meditation, and I said, God, please take this cup from me. I said, I do not want to do reality. And that was my prayer. And then it became, gosh, dang, I'm supposed to do this. I know I'm supposed to do it. And I was like, if they offer it to me, I got to take it because I'm supposed to, for whatever reason, Now, there are plenty of reasons to want to do it. I mean, it's an amazing platform. I think, because Hollywood Exes, I remember wishing, I was like, I hope Bravo picks us up, because when we were shopping the show, because I see what they do for women. I see the platform it gives women. So there's no other platform like the Housewives franchise. There's just not for women. So I know the benefits of it, but it's like, it's reality TV. Like, what the heck, So anyway, I got, and then I had other people that kind of were praying with me, and we were, talking, and they had the same confirmation that I had. So I'm like, okay. So when they said friend, I was like, hallelujah.
You're like, this all worked out. Did any part of you, just because we knew you from Hollywood Exes, which was a show based on like all these women who are exes of someone famous. Yeah. In the media, people knew, you were Will Smith's ex. Did that factor into it at all? Like, I'm Sheree, like I'm not anyone's ex. Like, I want people to get to know me as me, or was that not even a thing?
I don't think that was a thing. It might have been. I mean, I don't know. I think they would have to answer that, but I don't think that was a thing.
Or like for you, like,
could have maybe played a small part in it, perhaps, but even when they promoted it, they didn't really mention Will's name. So I'd like to think that there was something in me, because I had taped with Garcelle before, totally. Prior to them, approaching to be a part of the cast. So they were familiar. And as a matter of fact, when Garcelle was even auditioning for the show, when she was going through her process, I was one of the girls that she got together because they wanted to see how she, I guess how she interacted with her female friends and what her community was like. So, there was some familiarity with me.
Yeah, like you've been on it before.
I'd like to think it was me. It was all me and nothing but me.
Yeah, and I didn't mean like from them. I just meant like from your point of view of like, hey, like I'd like the world to know me for me as opposed to this narrative online.
I'd like to think, David, I'm such a big person. When I say big personality, I mean this in a sense of I hold my own, and I've always held my own. So It's yes, there's an associate, yes, and people, but that's not my stuff. I don't maneuver that way. I don't lead with that. I'm Sheree. I show up as Sheree. I try to be as authentic as I possibly can be, and the best version of me. I try to present that, and I like to think that's enough.
It is enough.
Yes.
Well, now, Garcelle, we've had Garcelle, she's had 2 seasons before. You've made some appearances. She's had her ups and downs. So like, how did Garcelle, say, hey, let me tell you about everyone here and how this is all going to work, and watch out for this one. And this, you had an inside source.
She didn't. She didn't. And it's funny because I was like, gosh, I wish that maybe, but I think that was a very wise thing to do, and an unselfish thing. Let her come in and just see these women for who they are, and allow her to form her own judgments and opinions. And really, that's what it's been. She's never, you got to watch out for this one and you can't. She's never done that. Yeah. So
That's good.
yeah, that's great. But she's also, I will say, she's there. Like if I have a question, if I want to know. So she's definitely made herself available. Now, yeah, there was some stuff I was like, damn, I wish she would have told me that, but I respect the approach. I respect, the not putting her stuff on me, basically, go come in, Sheree, and kind of feel your way. And yeah, so I respect that.
That's really good. And that is totally respectable. Did
Yeah.
you did you watch this show before? Like, I know you're on it.
I'm a Housewives junkie.
You
Oh,
watched.
yes. Yeah. So, so in that respect, it wasn't, yes, I watched the show. And I think what happened with doing reality, because I had opinions, about the ladies and whatnot, but that's because I'm a viewer, and it's entertainment for me. Now, when you start to do the show, it's a little more personal, and you want to be fair. And I did, because I understand reality. Yes, people say they can't use what you don't give them. That's true. But at the same time, you shoot thousands and thousands of hours of footage. They can't possibly show everything. So sometimes, many times, you can't see the full context of what's happened. So you're getting a snippet of somebody. You don't know them in totality. So I wanted to go in with being neutral, like no preconceived notions. Let me just go in and have this thing be organic. And that's what I did. And I was pleasantly surprised. I liked the ladies. I do.
Who shocked you, or who was like the most different than like kind of what